Good morning. Great to have you with us. I'm Maddie Janssen alongside Alex Fisher. And I was just waking up thinking, I'm sure you all were, what a great day for pancakes.
Oh, absolutely. Every day is a great day for pancakes, especially if they're free. However, they are asking for a donation. And of course, all that money raised today stays here locally.
Let's check in with Kevin. He is live kicking off Pancake Day at IHOP. Kev?
Good morning, Maddie. Yeah, today is Pancake Day, all to support the Children's Miracle Network, and this has been an ongoing effort. But today you can come down to IHOP from 7 to 7 and pick up a free stack of pancakes. Again, all to support our local Children's Miracle Network. So we hope that you'll come down and support this great cause. Again, the 2 IHOP locations here in Bakersfield. And again, you get your free short stack with a donation. We ask that you make that donation, and all kicks off from 7 to 7 here today. Let's talk about our weather forecast as well. And we've got mostly clear skies here in the valley. Overall, we're looking at a pretty good day all around. We did see a little bit of moisture in the mountain locations. We're still tracking an area of low pressure that will continue to move south and east throughout the day. Even a little bit of snow shower activity out near the Fraser Park and Pine Mountain Club area. Did get some snow up that way. 49 in Bakersfield right now with an east-southeast wind at 3 miles per hour. Starting out in those 40s this afternoon, comfortable under mostly sunny skies and in the mid-60s by 3 o'clock. 37 right now at Tehachapi with the humidity at 100%, dew point at 37, indicating we got some cloud cover there. A west-northwest wind at 10, and here's a look at the hour by hour. Starting out into the 30s, and then throughout the afternoon, we'll be looking at the lower 50s, and a little bit breezy as we go throughout the day as well. We're going to have much more coming from IHOP, but again, today is Pancake Day from 7 to 7, and all the money raised today goes to the Children's Miracle Network right here in Bakersfield.
All right, thanks so much, Kev. And let's take a look at your morning commute right now and take you outside, show you how the commute is shaping up at Rosedale and Mohawk, and things are looking pretty good at that intersection. Everything else around town is actually looking pretty good as well. There is one minor accident on the I-5 just south of Weiser Road, but again, this is minor injuries, so things are looking pretty good there. And we'll have another check coming up in about 15 minutes.
We now know the name of a woman killed during a high-speed chase last week and that she died of a gunshot wound. And the U.S. Marshal's Office is responding. Last week, the U.S. Marshal's Fugitive Task Force was involved in the pursuit of Gavino Castro, who was wanted for a parole violation. The Sheriff's Office says task force officers found Castro and 2 other people at a motel. The officers opened fire, and Castro led them on a chase. He crashed his car at the intersection of East Brundage Lane and Oswell Street. Stephanie Quiros was a passenger in the car and died at the crash scene. The coroner now says she was shot in the chest and did not die because of the crash. The coroner also says the manner of death is homicide. U.S. Marshal's Office released a statement that reads in part, quote, the Pacific Southwest Regional Fugitive Task Force was involved in a line-of-duty shooting incident on March 5th. The Kern County Sheriff's Office is the lead investigative agency on this incident. The U.S. Marshal's Service will also conduct an internal review after Kern County completes its investigation.
Remembering a life taken by a hit-and-run driver, a deadly crash on China Grade Loop in Oildale killed 2 people last month. Family of one of the people killed held a vigil for him. 17's Karen Waugh was there last night and shares the message the family has for other careless drivers.
Joshua James Andrews leaves behind a wife, several children and stepchildren, and countless friends, all who remember him for his loving spirit.
He loved us, he cared for us, he's in a better place, and I know everybody feels sad.
A 27-year-old taken too soon. Joshua James Andrews, remembered as a loving husband, friend, and father figure to many.
Everybody's having a hard time. We all miss him. I'm sure he doesn't want all of us to cry.
On February 11th, according to court documents, Andrews and another woman were passengers in a car that ran a red light on China Grade Loop at Manor Street. Their car crashed into a pickup truck, killing Andrews and the woman. The driver of their car fled.
These boys and this family are so broken.
His family in Oildale remembered him for his humor.
He was a character, that's for sure.
His selflessness and his work ethic.
Anytime anybody was having a bad day, no matter what, he could always make you laugh, even at your worst time. If you ever needed help, he'd be there.
And his family had some words for other careless drivers out there.
Don't be so selfish. This has impacted a lot of lives, more than I can count.
According to court documents, the driver that killed Andrews pleaded not guilty to charges of second-degree murder. He's due back in court this Wednesday. I'm Kieran Hua, 17 News.
It's 5:06 now. It's not a list any city wants to make, but Bakersfield has cracked the top 20 for America's most dangerous large cities. The website alarms.org ranks Bakersfield as number 14. The criteria uses per violent crime rate average and police adequacy for cities with populations over 100,000. The website defines police adequacy as the total number of crimes divided by the number of police officers serving the city. Springfield, Missouri is ranked the most dangerous city on that list. 3 other California cities made the top 20. Vallejo at number 5, Modesto at number 12, and right behind Bakersfield, Oakland at number 15.
And the sheriff's office has long struggled with attracting and retaining deputies, but that could soon change. At the Board of Supervisors meeting today, members will consider a proposal to increase entry-level pay for all new deputies by 18%. A county representative says the move is designed to compete with BPD's starting salary right now. BPD officers have a starting salary of nearly $60,000. In comparison, KCSO officers are just paid $45,000 when they join the force. Supporters of the pay bump say the move will help make the county safer.
We have 200 less employees than we had 7 or 8 years ago, and the public has seen that response time deteriorate.
The board will consider another request from KCSO that would allow investigators to break into locked phones, iPhones. The technology is called Gray Key and costs $15,000 apiece. But investigators say the tool will help them crack cases faster. A judge would still have to grant investigators approval before they can unlock those iPhones.
5:07 now. You may have already eaten your way through this year's supply of Girl Scout cookies, but if you have any left, grab a glass of milk and use them to toast the organization itself. Today marks the 107th anniversary of Girl Scouting. Juliet Gordon-Lowe founded the movement back in 1912. She brought together 18 girls for the first ever Girl Scout meeting in her home in Savannah, Georgia. Now the program has grown to 1.7 million girls and some 750,000 adult members. Girl Scouts of Central California South is honoring the movement with an open house from 5 to 7 tonight, and everyone's invited. It's happening at the Bakersfield Girl Scout office on Brentage Lane. Girl Scouts of Central California South serves more than 11,000 girls across Kern, Fresno, Madera, Kings, and Tulare counties. Back here at 5:19 in your 17 Health Watch, take a close look inside your cabinet. Hometown food companies recalling more than 12,000 cases of Pillsbury unbleached all-purpose flour. That's because the flour may be contaminated with salmonella. So far, there's no reports of anyone getting sick from the flour. If you bought the flour, you should return it to the store, throw it away. We've posted more details about the affected products on our website, KGET.com.
Alarming new signs in the measles outbreak. The number of cases across the nation continues to climb. Now, doctors are pleading with parents to get their children vaccinated. The number of cases has jumped from 206 to 228 in the past week. The outbreak now impacts 12 states, including California. The Pacific Northwest is getting hit especially hard. The Surgeon General recently visited communities with low vaccination rates. He says the government needs to make it easier for people to get a vaccination than it is to get an exemption.
2 pounds, the weight of this milk carton. That's how big Oliver Ceballos was when he was born. Michaela DeLira was 26 weeks pregnant when she knew something wasn't right. Here's her story and how little Oliver is doing now.
It was beautiful. My first pregnancy was amazing.
Textbook. That's how Michaela DeLira's first pregnancy went. And when her little girl Emily was 6 months old and she got pregnant with her second, it started out just the same. But at 26 weeks pregnant, every expecting mother's nightmare.
I knew something wasn't right.
She went to the hospital to get checked, not realizing everything was about to change. She was already fully dilated.
I was scared. I was so scared. Because I knew, he was 26 weeks. 2 pounds, 14 inches long. When he was 29 weeks, he coded. And that was the worst day.
Every year, about 380,000 babies are born prematurely in the United States. In about half of these cases, the cause is unknown. But there are things moms can do to reduce their risk of premature birth. Wait at least 18 months between pregnancies. Get prenatal care. Maintain a healthy weight. Don't smoke, drink, or use drugs. And reduce stress. Even if you do everything right, though, sometimes premature birth still happens. For little Oliver, the therapies researched and supported by the March of Dimes and the tireless care of the NICU staff at Adventist Health brought him back from the brink of death, and slowly he began to thrive. And to look at him now, you would never know the tumultuous start he had in life.
He's not behind in anything.
If Michaela could tell other NICU parents anything, it would be this.
Just to be strong, but not too strong. That was one thing I wish somebody would have told me. It's okay to cry. It's okay to ask 1,000,001 questions. You know, that's what the nurses are there for. You're not alone.
And this morning, the March of Dimes kicks off fundraising for the April 27th March for Babies. You can visit our website, KGET.com, to get more details on how to sign up for that march.
It is 5:23 now, and mark your calendars. This tech giant has set a date for its next big event.
The predictions experts are out talking about what Apple might unveil.
Welcome back. Bakersfield Police is looking to add parking technicians to the force. Technicians patrol assigned routes of city streets and parking lots to enforce parking laws, ordinances, and regulations. They also issue citations and impound vehicles in violation. The positions are full-time and pay ranges from about $3,000 to $3,700 a month. There are a lot more details with this post, including qualifications and how to apply. We've put them all on our website, KGET.com. Apple stock is starting out strong this morning. It jumped 3.5% yesterday. The same day, Apple announced plans for a big event on March 25th. Technology experts predict Apple will announce TV streaming and Apple News subscription services. They also say it's possible the tech giant could unveil retooled AirPods, a new entry-level iPad, and the AirPower wireless charging pad. One clue about Apple's intentions for the March 25th event is the tagline they used, "It's showtime." Apple used that same tagline to hype a 2006 event where they gave the world a first look at iTV, which would later become known as Apple TV.